Okay. It is loading on Facebook right now. So if you're watching on Facebook, please jump in. Classes are way more fun when they're interactive. I'm going to show today some Facebook ads that are winning. If you are not a part of Command Your Conversion Facebook group, you really need to get in there. These are people who are using the command system at a very high level. Teaching. Hold on. These are people who are teaching or who are using Facebook and command at a high level to generate leads. It's going to teach you things, not only Facebook, but they are going to teach you how to use all of the different systems in command. When they find something that is working great, they'll post it on there step by step, so you can literally follow their instructions. But I'm going to show you what I've been watching on Facebook right now, or on the Command Your Conversion, is how to use Keller Mortgage to generate leads. So, we have quite a few classes and videos showing you, how to use properties and how to use neighborhoods in order to try to generate leads. But I want to show you something that you have at your disposal that no other brokerages have. It's Keller Mortgage. It's your 0+ loan, and how to use that in order to get leads for real estate. So I'm going to share my screen right now. All right, let's close this one. And okay, so what I did was I went into Command Your Conversion and I searched for Keller Mortgage. Okay, and Keller Mortgage ad. And then I just kind of went through. There's some great ones in here if you choose to use this to set up smart plans to put people on when they come through these ads. So there's some great smart plans to set up where it'll automatically text for you through Twilio. And we can do a class on that as well in the future, but and how to run email ads for this. But what I did was I went down and I found a couple of ads that I found pretty interesting. And you can copy these word for word. They're putting them on there so that you can see the whole thing for that specific reason. Let's get this open. I opened it in the wrong program. It's going to take forever. Okay, so this one that he was using says the Keller Mortgage 0+ loan has 0 lender and origination fees plus $1,000 towards third-party costs on loans over $150,000. See if you qualify below and save some cash, and it's got some icons. I happen to know that particular picture is in Designs, and we can go find it. And I'm going to show you how to get your landing page so that it comes up with your name on it. All right, so first things first, I hope I can find there we are. Okay, what you need is to gather your information. One of the things we'll need is our Keller Mortgage landing page that's specific to you. It's branded to you so that when these people come through, if they apply for a loan, it attaches them to you. I'm sure there's several different ways of doing it, but what I ended up doing was going to Jesse's website and I just searched for a property. I don't know if everybody knows this, but when you are on your website and you search any property, down at the bottom is your Keller Mortgage link right here. That is your landing page. It's specific to you. And it's actually a pretty neat landing page. So if we click on Save Thousands, it opens in another window. They do have to click on the disclosure. But then this really neat video pops up. It's about a minute or so long, and it explains why
by Keller Mortgage.
they should use you.
This is the first step in your journey
and what it's going to do
on your next home purchase or refinance.
I'm not going to make you listen to the whole thing, but when they finish the video, it lands them here, and see, it'll be branded to you if you use that link. So the link I used was the first one that came up. So it was this one, because we want them to have the disclosure first, and then they get the really neat video and then a landing page. So it looks really, really good as they come in. So I'm going to leave this particular page up. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that I can grab this link right here in a little bit. All right. And then I also wanted to show you, if you go to kellermortgage.com, up at the top is for agents. They have done a lot of the work for you. If you click on marketing when you're in under the agent, they have social media posts already made for you. They have a social media guide. They have flyers if you wanted to do a flyer or an email campaign. They have logos that you can put everywhere, and even the guidelines of what you can and can't say are in here. So you could very easily click on this, and it's going to open up a zip. And if you didn't want to design an ad at all, there are 10 of them in here. So let me click on View. Okay. Oh, they're still zipped. That's why. Oops. Take them out there. Okay, there we go. If you didn't want to design an ad at all, here's some already done. Let me click on extra large. So you could go through here and decide which one you like. The buyer with the pre-approval wins the contracts. Ask me how you can save thousands with 0+. That one would be very, that has a great call to action in it. So that would be a good one. Your dream home is waiting. Skip lender's fees when you work with me. So there's a lot in here. I've seen this one used. Let's make an offer no one can refuse. When 0 is a good thing. I love these. These are great. You don't even have to do anything. So I'm going to leave this file folder open as I make this. So what I intend with this is to attract buyers that I don't know. Although you could do a post on your business page for free with this and use the same technique I'm about to show, and get your database as well. All right, so now that I have what I want to use and say, I need to go to command. And let's log in as me. Get out of my way. Where's mine? Here I am. Sometimes it's hard to see it with all of the bars for zoom up. All right, the first thing I always do is tell you, if you click on the red KW, it pops out with words so that you don't have to remember. And then if we click on campaigns, this is where you can do, email, direct mail, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of them. Some of them are paid, some of them are free. Just depends. This is your campaigns to try to get leads and either get people off the fence or get new leads. Some of them will actually be free. So these quick posts down here, you can schedule them and post them onto your business page as long as you've hooked it up. You can shuffle through, find ones that you like. And also down at the bottom, I just want to show there's some tips and tricks from KWU on how to use these as well. But today, I'm going to teach you how to do a paid Facebook ad. So you'll be the sponsored post. Everybody has been looking on Facebook, scrolling down, going through their news feed, and they see the sponsored ad. Well, that's what you're going to be, the sponsored ad. You're either going to be in their news feed or on the side if they're on a web page. So I'm going to click on Create a New Campaign, and I'm going to do Social Paid. I want to attract new people with this one. And I'm going to name it. I'm going to call it Keller Mortgage Ad. And what is the intention? Well, I want to attract buyers with this one. Maybe sellers, but if they're looking at mortgages, they're probably looking for buyers. And I'm going to do Facebook. Okay. So the text goes here. This is where I like to pull up somebody who has already done it. Let's look at this one too. All right. So this one that they were running, they used a little house and it says getting a mortgage should cost you a fortune. Keller Mortgage has 0 origination fees. I kind of like this one better, I think. So I'm going to use this one, but I'm going to pair it with a different picture. I like to ask me how you can save thousands. So they used this. So they didn't even create a new picture. They used the one in there. I kind of like this one. Ask me how I can save you thousands. So that's the one I'm going to do today. And I'm going to leave up this picture so I can get those words. I'm not on the right page. I have too many pages open. Hey, Deanna. There it is.
Hey, just popping my head in to see if I'm missing anything.
I'm teaching how to use Keller Mortgage to get buyers off of Facebook. It's different.
Okay.
You gonna stay with me?
I'll stay a little bit.
Okay.
I'm in bold too as well, so I may jump back into bold.
Oh, okay. I mean, bold might be better. This will be on Facebook and in our YouTube classes, or YouTube.
I've got an ad running right. Can you hear me? You can. Okay. I've got an ad running right now, and it's performing amazing.
Nice. Awesome.
Hold on, paid ads.
That one in our next class.
I have two that ran really well.
Nice.
Price per click is not good. I have a first-time homebuyers ad that says, "Attention, first-time homebuyers, get pre-qualified for a home with little or no down."
Ooh.
And it's got a really pretty picture and everything. And it's right now sitting at for cost per click is, I've got 13 clicks. I'm at 97 cents a click, but cost per lead is $3.17 right now. But that'll go down over time because it just went live like yesterday.
Nice.
And it's right now, I guess, what's the word for it? Percolating.
Percolating is the word Jesse likes to use.
It's percolating.
Yes. All right. So I'm going to start from here, and Deanna, welcome to watch this video later as well. But now I'm gonna steal this text over here and put it in my main copy. I don't need to add a listing because I'm not doing a listing. So if we click on this little smiley face down here, then we can find the house. I mean, I'm going to steal it word for word. If it is working for them, I definitely want to try it completely that way on mine. So now I'm looking for a house, and I may have missed it. Let's see. So there we go. They chose this one with the pretty tree. I'm going to do that. And then it says, getting a mortgage shouldn't.
Did they give you lead analytics for that particular ad?
I'm sure they probably did further down. This one I just saved.
Okay.
So I've actually pulled about 5 different ads. So I don't know which one that one is, but this was straight out of Command Your Conversion. Keller Mortgage has 0, and yes, I'm going to put them in big letters just like they did. Origination fees 0, lender fees plus $1,000 back at closing for loans 150K plus. It's called 0 plus for a reason. Get more info here. Oops. Get more info here. And then we'll use the down finger. I haven't used that one yet, so I'm going to have to go find it. I do like that it keeps the ones you've used before at the top. Here they are. And they use 3 of those. And now they'll be in mine. All right. So that is their main copy. As you can see, it comes up over here. And then what they put in the bottom is get $1,000 back at closing. Really? They did not put a description, it doesn't look like. So maybe I put a space so that that goes away. I didn't put a description or one in here. Let me look at this one and see what they put. Oops.
I happen to know that that particular.
I clicked on something I shouldn't have clicked on. We'll close that page. Okay. Let's go open
Here's
it.
a question for you.
Yeah.
So on that ad, it says they use the button apply now. Does that button, when you use a button apply now versus learn more, is there anything different in the way that they apply?
I'm actually having them land on the place to apply. So yes, the apply now would actually apply in this situation.
It wouldn't be the lead gen form?
You'll use the lead gen form to grab their information, but where they actually land is going to be the
Keller Mortgage thing?
yes. And I
Okay.
showed in the beginning how to go find that, but I can show it again. Okay, so this ad that I pulled up has find out more about 0 plus. I kind of like that anyways. So I'm going to do that and I'm going to click save. Okay, now that I have my words, I can click on add media and I'm going to do an image and select. And when you do the upload image,
Never choose from designs, because when you choose from designs, Lord Jesus, it'll take you completely out and then it forgets everything you've done and you have to start all over again.
oh, wow. I've never done it that way. I had downloaded this from the actual Keller Mortgage, so I have all of theirs already done. I like this one that asks me how you can save thousands with 0 plus, so that's the one I'm going to use. So I'm going to drag and drop it into the upload. And I'm going to preview and crop. What?
Change to wide. or square? No, do square.
Where's the square? On that one?
Oh, that one.
Oh, there we go.
There.
Okay. That was weird.
It does to me all the time. I make that mistake almost daily.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you're here. You helped me. All right. So the DBA, if I put it on the right, if you look, it's actually going to be over the 0 plus logo. So I'm going to put it on the left. So it.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Our DBA, my DBA logo is a little weird, wonky.
Mhm.
It's like almost blurry. Is there any way I can get you to help me change that?
Yeah, we can sit down and look at it.
Okay.
I ended up having to find, I think I tried about 3 or 4 of the little KWs and making it smaller until it finally actually fit.
Okay.
That's kind of what I did, but we can play with it. All right, now I have my picture and now I can configure the ad. So I picked the page, it's going to be on this one. We won't post it, but I put it on Keller Williams Realty in Denton. And I'm going to use the lead generation form. That's going to pull their information from their Facebook. And I'm going to use apply now because I am actually taking them to where they are going to apply for a loan. This actually looks really cool. If you haven't come in this way, Deanna, all I did was go to my Keller Williams website. Actually, it's Jesse's. I just searched for any property at all. When you go to the bottom, there's a Keller Mortgage Save Thousands button, and that lands you here. When they click accept, it goes to a gorgeous little ad video that tells them all about it, and then it lands on your branded landing page. And so they get the whole flow just as it was intended. So this is the link I want to use right here. Okay. And then I'm going to come back to campaigns, and I'm going to paste this right here. Okay.
What's your HTTPS being doubled?
It's not, because I pasted over the original one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you do it wrong, just look, because if you do get the double HTTPS, it won't go where you want it to go. I don't want to target my database on this one. I want to target a custom, so we can give it a location.
We lost people.
Yeah, it's all right. People come and go. You could target Denton County. That might be interesting. I'm going to target Denton, and we'll leave it at 20, but you can play with that and see. And now let's do add or change interest.
I wish we could save this feature, like have a set,
The
an ad set saved. Yeah.
That would be neat. Ideas.kw.com, put it on there.
I don't like that website. All it is no, I've done that because I asked ideas.kw.com to add in a recurring task feature. So like when you set up a task, I should be able to choose if I want to make this call weekly or call quarterly or call yearly. I can do it on a smart plan, which would fix that problem, but I can't do it on a recurring task. So they sent me to ideas dot whatever, and I of course I searched and I liked whoever posted that as well, because somebody had already pre-posted it.
Yeah, and if we send more people there to like their favorite ones, that's how they're using it. So when they go for the next upgrade, they'll go there and see what people are asking for the most. So if you're watching this, go to ideas.kw.com and vote up your favorite features, and that way maybe your favorite feature will make it to the top. Since this one is a little bit different, I kind of want to look at the different interests real quick and see if there's maybe any that are mortgage related. If you click on the down arrow on the interest, you can actually see all of them that you can choose from. These are not as powerful as the ones on Facebook, but let me explain why. The ones on Facebook that allow you to choose things like yoga, Like maybe there's a neighborhood that has a massive yoga gym in it, and you just think, you know, if they're interested in yoga, then that would be a target. Things like that can actually violate fair housing rules. And so that is why when we brought the interests inside of Command, we had to leave some of them out. I don't know that yoga in particular does, but some of the ones that are on Facebook actually do violate the fair housing rules. So that's why there's not as many here as there is if you do them directly in Facebook.
But like, so say because I do it all the time, I circumvent Command and go direct into Facebook, like when I'm doing my open house things and all that stuff. And I use all the same interests, but it won't let you publish it. It won't let you violate the fair housing laws because you have to pick special category. And you have to you have to tell it housing and real estate. And then once you pick that, if you don't pick that category, you're automatically declined. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, they must be changing some things because you were able to violate. And some of them they may not even realize.
So are you looking for mortgage calculator, Credit Karma, home insurance?
I'm just kind of flipping through. I don't think everybody knows that this is here.
Really?
They just think they have to type it in. So I'm just kind of going down just to see. Cash out refinancing. I mean, they could use. It doesn't really help you though. I'm just kind of looking through to see if there's any other ones. Oh, I mean, you could do Credit Karma and Credit Sesame. If they're checking their credit a lot, they may be looking to buy a home.
That's one of mine that I put on there. I did it to try to get better quality leads.
Yeah.
Do I get better quality leads? Nope.
Well,
but I try.
Yeah. Credit history, that might be a good one. I mean, you could do credit score, but I mean, I think that a lot of people are using the Zillow, Truly, and Realtor.com. So this might catch people that maybe other agents aren't getting as well. So yeah, you can just go through here. Any of these that tend to pop out at you that you could figure might be looking for a home, you can click on those and add it, but we'll go ahead and click Save Selection. So we've narrowed, whoa, that credit finance jumped. That's a lot of people. So we've got a lot of people that it could potentially hit. Now it depends on how much you put towards it as to how many people it's going to hit. Plus it's got to have, it's these people, but only within this miles of Denton. So it's not going to actually hit, 87 million people, but okay. And then we can click on the budget and duration. How long are you running them for, Deanna?
I was told the typical amount of time that you have to run them for is 10 days to get it to percolate properly. And you need to spend at least $50 on an ad. I spent a lot of money. I need these to pay out. Yeah.
Well, hey, it's better than a referral is going to be a much warmer lead, but a referral you're paying out 25%. So, if you spend a few $100s, you still did pretty good. So if you get one out of it. Okay, so if I have it run tomorrow, it's not going to start immediately because it does have to be approved. One thing to watch out in your text is don't use any words that are going to violate fair housing rules. Or there are some that you can use that don't make any sense, like wine. If you tried to, I've seen somebody post, I believe it was on Command Your Conversion, they couldn't figure out why their ad kept getting denied. They were doing a wine and cheese open house, and it was the word wine. So I don't quite understand that one at all, but sometimes they'll get denied for weird things like that. But just watch your wording. That's really what they're looking for, is to make sure that you're not violating any fair housing rules.
Is there any list of words that we shouldn't use, or phrases like can we pull?
There is one, and maybe I'll find it and put it in our document section, but it's not from Facebook. It's going to be like from a fair housing standpoint, words that you can't use. One of the funniest ones that actually ended in a lawsuit, I was told, is walking distance. Nothing is a walking distance to somebody who cannot walk. So you can't say things like, and I was trying to stay pretty up on these as the listing coordinator. You can't say it's a walking distance from the school, because what if the person can't walk that far or at all? That's the one that just cracked me up. But yes, there are fair housing rule words that you should not use. I'll see if I can find it, and I'll get it in our document section on KW Denton Live. But no, Facebook has not come out and said, these are the words you can't use. And in fact, they don't normally tell you why they denied your ad either. They just deny it.
You can appeal it. Well, I don't know how you appeal it through command, but I know when you're on the outside and you're using it through your Facebook, you can appeal through Facebook, and you can ask for a non-computer generated person to review your ad.
Interesting. That's new. That didn't used to exist either. All right. So if we bump our budget up to $50, so 10 days and $50, and then we can say save budget and duration. Over here, you can see exactly what the ad is going to look like. That's your preview. You can preview what it'll look like on mobile as well. And you can click publish campaign. I'm not going to go any further because I don't want to post this one. I will save it as a draft though. If you want to work on it later, you can do that. And then, yeah, as it goes out, you'll be able to check back here and see the cost per click and all of that as it goes, how much you've actually spent on it. You'll be able to cancel the ad. You can't pause it. Have they changed that, Deanna? I don't think
my husband's talking to. I've got you muted. Huh?
You can't pause it after it goes, but you can cancel it, right?
You can cancel the ad, yes, and your money that you spend will go back into your KWRI account, and then when you go back and redo it, it'll come back out of that account.
It'll come out of that. Perfect. Thank you.
But yeah, if you can never tinker with it once you started it.
Yep, and it is the way it is. But in the beginning, in the first few days, you likely won't get very many clicks. Sometimes it'll surprise you and you'll get a ton in the beginning. Sometimes not. Let it go, because Facebook is optimizing it in the background and figuring out if I put it here, there, the other, how it's going to get the best results for you. So they are paying attention to it, and just let it go. So by the end, you should get some pretty good leads. I have heard as low as 22 cents a lead. Yeah, that's the lowest I've ever heard. Most people are sitting around $1, I believe. What's your average, Deanna?
Oh, can you hear me? Okay, let me see. I got on my most recent ad, the one I'm doing is 317, but that's percolating. So I suspect that one will go down drastically. I did one with this really high powered burst of light, and it was rates at lowest level. And that one did not do as well. 625, I got 8 leads, but one of those leads is actually a buyer and a seller, and he's for sale by owner. So that one actually might make my money back on that one. And maybe pay for all of these ads.
Yes.
825 Field Crossing was really successful. And so I did lots of, one time I had it, and keep in mind, I never changed any ad copy, anything in these. It just was weird times. One time 825 Field Crossing did $1.79 per lead, like actual lead, and I had 28 leads. One time it was $3.33 and I had 15 leads. One time, Patonia didn't even do anything. I canceled it. It was bad. On my Barrier Island did really well. That was my listing, and it was $4.28 for 7 leads, $10 for 4 leads. I think I might have canceled that one. Some of these, but they're averaging probably about $5 to $7 a lead right now, I guess, if you was to average them.
Okay. Yeah. And even that is not, I mean, it's not ideal, but it isn't too terribly bad. So yeah, you're doing good. And keep in mind, it's always going to be random. I mean, how many times do you get the same ad over and over and over in your newsfeed, and finally you click on it and go through, you know?
Yeah.
And it's probably not going to hit the same people. So they can't guarantee that if they put it in front of any customer that they're going to click on it. But definitely keep running them. So, I mean, I have heard really good things about the Keller Mortgage ad, but let's go look at Command Your Conversion, because when I did the, when I pulled up the Keller Mortgage ad, they have a lot of uses after. So in any Facebook lead, it's going to be in the follow-up as far as whether you're going to get them or not. So, I mean, they'll put out different texts that they send these leads, because depending on how they come in is how you want to treat them. You're not going to want to talk to a person who's clicked through about about your property the same way as somebody who clicked through on a Keller Mortgage lead. So you do have to understand which one they're coming from. But Nick Baldwin on here puts a ton of stuff, and he's got a good Facebook ad follow-up smart plan that you can build as well. But yeah, he's got, you got to come here and check this out. This is where I get a lot of my information as far as different ads that are working. I want to use something that's already been proven that's working and getting people leads. That way it takes the guessing game out of, my work. So, all right. Well, I don't think I really have time to start a whole nother one, but Thank you. If you click on accept right here, this is when you click through off of your website, it shows this gorgeous video. Like, it looks super perfect.
And you can't circumvent the video either. I've tried to circumvent the video.
Oh, good. Well, I wouldn't want to. I mean, this really does. It looks sharp, and it explains what 0+ means and why they should use them. So I wouldn't want to circumvent that video. Because if they just landed here, they didn't really get any information, and they're giving their information away. But at least when they got that video, they got a good rundown as to what 0+ means and why they should get their information.
To get to this screen, because they may quit at this point and they may not fill the screen out at this point, you have to get their data first, right?
You've gotten their data from the Facebook lead generation form already.
So the apply now is still the same as learn more. It has the same name, email, and phone number information that's required.
I mean, you can use learn more if you want to. It's totally
well. Apply now is better. It's more appropriate for what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I agree.
On mine, I should have used apply now, but I was scared that, because everybody says, well, don't fix what's not broken. So I said, okay, let me just keep learn more going, because I don't know.
I mean, either way is actually appropriate in this one. Apply now. I mean, they are applying if they fill this out. So you could play with it and see which one works best for you.
So when a lead comes in, and it comes in through Kelly, Say the lead comes in at 11 at night. I like to call people immediately if you get a lead, but typically the leads are always coming in at nighttime. Would you recommend calling them back at 11 at night?
You know, at 11 at night, I would probably text them.
Okay.
They're up. They clicked on the ad. They went through. But I don't, to me, if somebody called me at 11, I might not be too happy, but if I got a text, that might, you know, I might text back, you know, I know you, hi, thanks for the interest in whatever ad they clicked on. I know it's a little late, but I just wanted to check in. Can I help you in any way? That kind of thing. That way it's not coming across as I'm calling you at 11 because you're up. You know what I mean? You're just trying to get them to talk back at that point. So yeah, I think if it were me, I would text them if it was that late and ask if it's okay to call.
Okay.
Yeah. But whatever works. If that doesn't work, try something else. So, all right. Well, I think that'll be the class for today.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for coming. Bye, guys.